We're live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach Q. We got to...
All right, technical difficulties here this evening, but we're going to make sure that we got to get going. Nonetheless, for those that are going to be joining us, this is a game between Bancroft-Rosalie and the Winnebago Lady Indians as they get started here. We got some scoring.
Number 21
is on the board. I know the Bancroft-Rosalie, the Lady Panthers, they have a nice record, as well as Winnebago is 6-6. Nice Blackbird on the board for Winnebago Lady Indians. Here we go. So Bancroft's going to set up their offense. Looks like they, Winnebago, it's in a man defense, is that correct?
Yeah, it's a little difficult to see this thing right here. I don't know if we can scoot up a little bit, yeah. Yep. There, that's better. All right, Bancroft-Rosalie, nice. The inbounds play off the front of the rim, number 3, the shot there. All right. I think we're set.
Let's see if we can get our bearings down here, right, guys?
Yep. That's a lot better right there.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, we're good.
Good thing they had a little break in the action here. Garen Coons, Communications Officer for the Winnebago Tribe, Coach Q. We also like to welcome in Coach LaPointe. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Glad to be here.
All right, make sure we get our levels ready here.
All right, Giselle Blackbird just had 2 free throws and she knocked them both down. Winnebago is up 3-2 right now over the Panthers right now. Winnebago looks like they're in a zone, looks like a 2-3 zone.
Bancroft-Rosalie led by Murphy. And looks like a nice rebound play there by the Lady Indians. Timeout. Still trying to get our bearings down, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be flashing the scoreboard as momentarily. It is 6:06 first period. Lady Panthers.
Quick little timeout right there.
And timeout by the Lady Indians. So good timeout on our end as well. So I'd like to thank the Coach Q for having the thought and feeling to come on down here this evening, huh?
Yes, indeed. For the people, ladies and gentlemen, for the people.
Looks like Winnebago Indians have a capacity crowd, and this is a doubleheader here this evening. We have the boys, we have the girls games, and we'll cut the stream, and then we'll go into the boys live action immediately following this game. They did have some JV games, and it looks like the boys went into overtime. And Winnebago took that game, so we're going to see what happens with the boys' game, as that's going to be a good one. Okay, inbounds play. Here we go. Lady Panthers moving it on up. Winnebago Indians full court. They break it. Looks like this is...
off the front iron.
Front iron. Rebound by number 3, Murphy. And she puts it back in. Good for 2. Bailey Murphy averaging about 14 points a game. As Breezy for the Lady Indians bring it on up. Top of the key, down to Blackbird, and she is fouled on the play. She's going to be heading to the line. Fouled by number 21, Jalen James. You guys recognize that name?
Yeah, Jalen James, Coach Adam James' daughter here. I like how Giselle Blackbird got to the line twice so far with only a couple minutes ticking off the clock, showing that aggressiveness, taking the ball to the hoop.
All right, number 52 for the Panthers comes in. That is J.S. Snyder. Looks like also checking in for the game for the Lady Indians, a couple players. Rebound play coming. Murphy, good rebound, and she is fouled by Little Bear, I believe. Tripped up a little bit.
Looks like we got on the floor for Winnebago, we got Gianna Grant, Marley Little Bear, Breezy, Sierra Vargas, and Giselle Blackbird.
Inbound play, here we go, resuming the action. Number 1, Grant's all over. Pick coming. She does get it on the other side of the court. Working it around. This is Bodette. Working it around to her sister. Down low, James goes up. The freshman, good for 2.
Nice shot.
Bancroft Panthers 6, Winnebago 3. Looks like they're putting on some pressure, and foul called. Looks like it was in the possession of the Panthers. Checking in for the Lady Indians is number 10, Cleveland. Also number 5, Blackbird for Lady Indians is into the game. Breezy and also number 12 is going to have a seat. Here we go. Resuming action on the perimeter right now. Bodette down to her sister, Jaya Snyder. Pushes it back on out for a 3. Can't get it to go. Rolls in and out. Rebound by Blackbird for the Lady Indians. Lady Indians pushing it. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. Here we go. Oh, bad pass by Little Bear. Nobody was home. Out it goes. Last touch by Lady Indians and Panthers ball.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to count those unforced turnovers right there. That was a good pass if there was somebody cutting to the basket, but
all right, here we go. Resuming play. James doing some
nice
hard work. Defense by Blackbird. She pushes it out to Little Bear. Little Bear gets it on the other side of the court. On the wing is Grant. She pulls up for a 3. Air ball. Rebound, though. Lady Indians passing it back out to Blackbird. Can't get it to go. Little Bear is there for an offensive rebound. She shoots a 3 and drops the 3.
Nice shot by Little Bear from the corner over there, tying the ball game up 6-6.
Here we go. Bodette down low. Working hard is James, and she's fouled by Blackbird. Hits the deck pretty hard. And substitution coming. Bass in for the Lady Indians. And then number 10 for Bancroft-Rosalie is Dean is into the game. Here we go. Indians have the ball. Full court pressure by the Panthers. They break it. Blackbird's running the gun. She tries to go up, but Snyder blocks her. Rebound by Murphy. Murphy's on the outlet pass. She gets it on over to Bodette. Murphy back to Bodette. And it looks like she drives it. She gets her. All right, so Blackbird almost comes away with the steal. Looks like it was a foul called on the Panthers.
Yeah, good defense by Jolan Blackbird, getting her hands in the passing lane and taking that ball away and trying to advance it down the court too, Garen. And unfortunately, the Panthers had to stop that play and foul.
Number 14, Kylie Kay checks into the game. And then also let's see here. They're doing a little switching. Coming into the game is Bass, number 11. She's over there. So Little Bear resuming play. 3:54, 6-6 is the score.
Oh, nice pass.
And pass down low to Blackbird. Little Bear to Blackbird connection. Rewards 2 points. Here we go. Bodette pushing it on up. She drives the lane. Outlet pass on the wing. She drives it top of the key. Panthers working with it. Little Bear knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, good aggressive defense by Winnebago. Noticing what Bancroft's running in their offense. Trying to get the ball to the corner over here.
Murphy inbounds. Murphy on top of the key. She's going to drive. She drives it off. Perimeter play here. The Panthers do have it. Winnebago Indians working it down low. Snyder passes it back out to Murphy. She squares up for a 3. Can't get it to go. Big rebound there by it went out of bounds. So Panthers last touched it, and Winnebago Indians got the possession.
Yeah, good hustle by both teams. Have the guards out there diving for the ball out of bounds.
Little Bear to Blackbird. Blackbird drives. She pops, stops, and can't get it to go. Rebound by the Panthers. Decide to kind of slow it up just a little bit. On the other side, they're on the wing. Little Bear comes away with the steal.
Nice
She's driving. Fast break. 1 on 3. Can't get it to go. Snyder for the Panthers rebounds. Jump ball called underneath the hoop.
I like the pace that they're trying to run. Trying to push the ball up court. Oh, look at they call it different. Oh, they call it jump ball. And I believe we missed a call down here earlier, Garen, when we couldn't see it, and there was a jump ball down here, so possession are going to Bancroft.
All right, so here we go. Resuming play. Bodette on over. Kai down over. Free throw line is number 10.
Oh.
Bodette, I think they're twins here. They get it. Jaya Snyder, number 52. She has it. She passes it off. The good pass there by number 10. Murphy couldn't finish it. Rebound and steal. And then Murphy finishes it off for the Panthers. Good flurry of action right there.
Yeah, good defense, not giving up on the play.
Tie ball game here, 8-8. Blackbird drives. She tries to get it. Murphy's there for a rebound. She hits the deck. Foul called. Wow.
Looks like fouls on number 10. Oma Cleveland picked up her first foul.
Checks into the game. And then also Hewlett, number 13 for the Lady Indians, check into the game as well. 2:15, the score is tied first quarter, 8-8. Winnebago Indians kind of in a nice defense here. They're working on the perimeter, trying to get it. It's steal by Little Bear. She drives it, 1-on-2. And Little Bear is fouled by number 10 of the Panthers, Dean.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness by Little Bear. She's kind of timing those now. That's like their third steal up there on our top. And she's really timing. And I like her position, too, because she's a left-hander. And her defense is over here on the left-hand side. So it's attacking the basket, going strong with her strong hand.
Little Bear good for that free throw shot. She's 1-1 for tonight. Left-handed shooter. Can't get that one to go, so she's 50%. Like those stats?
Yeah. I'm going to ask you in the third quarter.
Yeah. Here we go. Under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 8-9. Winnebago Indians 1-point lead. Can't get it. Panthers turnover. Winnebago Indians have the ball. Breezy's going to drive it on up. A little pressure by the Panthers.
Yes.
Little Bear squares up for a three. Can't get it to go. Rebound Panthers. Fast break Bodette. She is trapped. She passes it off to Snyder. Back at the top of the key, down low. James trying to do some work. Can't get it. She drives it out. Passes it off. And then Panthers reset. Shot clock at 19. Dean. Little Bear's on her. She has a couple steals. Jaya comes and grabs the ball. On over. They pass it. Bodette squares up for a three, and she drops it.
Nice patience by the Panthers. Passing that ball around and finding the open lady over there in the corner.
Bass in trouble. Turnover. Winnebago Indians. Panthers are working with it now. Dean, she drives. She pulls it back out. She's on the wing. And loses it a little bit, but last touch by Bago, I believe. So substitutions are coming. Murphy comes into the game. Bodette comes into the game. And then for the Lady Indians, Kennedy, as well as number 12, comes into the game. And that is the senior Vargas. Here we go. Inbounds play by Panthers. On the wing. They try to get down low. Murphy now has it. She gets it kicked and bodies on the floor. Winnebago Indians come away with the possession. Breezy drives it up. Little Bear. She drives. Goes in and she puts up a two and it gets it.
Nice take. Nice take. Read the defense. She kind of went around about three different girls and attacked the basket all the way for an easy shot.
Under 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Tie ball game, 11-11. Panthers working with it. Panthers, top of the key. Murphy passes it on over. Bodette. Hewlett is on her. Drives out the free throw line is Dean. She passes it up back out. 11 seconds. Jaya squares up for a three. Can't get it to go. Doesn't fall on her shot. And the Lady Indians, Kennedy is right there, but a jump ball is called.
Yeah, once again, nice passing by the Panthers, getting an open shot.
Kennedy to inbound the play. 4.7 seconds, first quarter. Substitution, number 14 into this game for the Panthers, Callie Kai.
You notice nowadays basketball, too, you get a lot of people shooting it from long distance around college or NBA three-point range.
Little Bear puts up a shot.
Ooh.
Hits the front of
Almost got that one to fall.
All right, guys, first quarter action. We'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Coach Q, for the people.
For the people.
If you folks are interested in being a sponsor and sponsoring any of these games, just let us know. Reach out to Bethany Redhorn or myself, Garen Coons, we'll make it happen. But we did get a request. Some of the tribal members didn't want to come out tonight. And then also the boys game features a couple of tribal members. I know here the Panthers, they also have a couple of tribal members on their team. So it's good to see the crowds filling in, and then also live action Tuesday night basketball. Coach LaPointe, what do you think so far of this game?
Well, I think the Winnebago girls are doing a great job of playing with confidence, especially on the defensive side. And that's kind of why they're in this game right now is mainly because of their defense. But overall, I just like their confidence. You know, having Jolan out there, that's always a good sign for them. But, you know, Marley is doing a great job of just causing havoc at the top. Her on-ball defense is probably one of the best that I've seen in a while. I mean, the amounts of steals she gets a game is absurd. I think it's like 4 or 5 somewhere in there. It's got to be her average. But if you're Winnebago girls, just stay cool, calm, and collective, and just keep playing. It's anybody's game still.
Yeah, totally agree. I think this is a pretty, even though the score shows it's an even game, I think it is such an even game. And we might have a barn burner, guys, at the girls.
All right, here we go. Second quarter action, tie ball game, 11-11. Panthers have it. Breezy comes away with it. Turnover. So Breezy gets it back to the Panthers. Outlet pass, number 3, Murphy comes up for the layup. Puts the team up by 2, 13-11. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Breezy's in trouble, and whistle is blown. Number 21, James, her foul.
Looks like her first, yep.
First personal foul.
Yeah, Bancroft being really aggressive in that press. Kind of picked up a couple cheap fouls here in the first half.
All right, here we go. 7:30 left. Breezy drives the baseline. Blackbird puts it on up.
There you go.
Good pass, good connection. Blackbird, number 24, comes away with it. She gets rewarded with 2 points. Panthers lose it. Bad pass by Bodette. Couldn't connect with her teammate. Out it goes, so Winnebago Indians going to try to make a run here. 13-13 is the score. See if they can come away with some points.
And Breezy picked up her second assist right there. Looking good, setting her teammates up for shots.
Full court pressure by the Panthers. Murphy gets a steal. Off to Badette. She finishes it. 2 points, 15-13. And wow, Winnebago Indians need to refresh that press breaker, huh?
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Harlan is going to do right now, is talk about that press breaker. And I believe I saw you shaking your head, yes, Chris, because there were 2 girls open that are in position to get the next pass. And instead of trying to dribble through that, you just hit that open girl right in the middle and then go back and get the ball. Is the easiest way to break a press, but you have to pass the ball.
Yes. Yeah, I used to like to break those presses. Those are pretty.
Yeah.
And to practice them and then come out and it just works like magic, like how you drew it up. Yeah. Let's see if they can draw it up perfectly here.
I always just broke the press by myself. So.
Yeah.
All right, stop the presses. Stop the presses.
It's easy to do that in JV games.
Speak for yourself.
All right, Coach Peters, also the Bancroft-Rosalie athletic director. Appreciate him and the invitation that we asked to stream tonight. I mean, he opened the doors for us, so appreciate him. All right, here we go. Murphy on over. Panthers working the perimeter. Back and forth. Oh, Blackbird comes away with it. Breezy picks it on up, and Winnebago Indians have the possession. Bodette and Blackbird trying to get it onto the other side. Little Bear comes and grabs it. Doing some dribbling, some ball work there. Passes it on over to Hewlett. Hewlett down to Blackbird and can't get it to go, but she gets her own rebound, cleans it on up. 2 points.
Yeah, I see what they're doing. Bancroft is trying to trap the guards on the outside. We're lacking a couple ball handlers out there, and I think good passing by Winnebago to get the ball underneath the hoop.
McLean has the ball for the Panthers. Top of the key goes back to Bodette. Bodette drives to the wing. She gets it down low. James can't hold on to it. Kennedy comes away with it, and Kennedy, bad pass. So Panthers, here comes James. James trying to get it on over, and it looks like a foul called on Blackbird. Giselle?
Yep.
All right, checking into the game. Her sister, number 5, Blackbird, is in, and then also number 15 for the Lady Indians is into the game, and that is Stover, as well as Vargas. Here we go.
Oh.
James tries to put it on up. No foul called. From up here, did you guys see a foul?
No. She knocked it out of bounds, though.
All right.
I think she might have been anticipating some contact. But
Snyder now tries to take a look, and there's a foul. Blackbird was behind her.
Snyder doing a really good job of sealing her her lady behind her and getting that open shot right there.
Yeah, we're up in the kind of the weight room area, up high a little bit, so it's really cool to see this perspective.
Yep.
Jaya, can't get it to go. She is 0-0 at the line.
And I think if you're the Lady Panthers, you got quite a few upperclassmen on your team, and I think it's just a matter of time before they start to settle in here. I get the feeling like the girls are maybe underestimating the Winnebago girls just a little bit here. So.
Oh, all right. James comes away with the steal. James, she puts it on up, and she's fouled. Wow, nice work, nice defense, Panthers.
Yeah, that was a strong take to the basket.
That's Stover's first foul.
Finishing strong.
Heads on over to talk to the coach a little bit. 18-15. James tries to complete. She can't get it to go. Rebound by Blackbird for the Indians. Here we go. Murphy almost tries. Oh, bad pass by Blackbird. Here comes Snyder. And Murphy. It was to the feet there, so they couldn't connect. Snyder and Murphy. Out it goes. The Indians have it. Breezy's going to check into the game, as well as Hewlett. Kind of a coach over here for Indians to kind of try to keep the players fresh.
Yeah, and I think those two girls that just came out, they made 2 turnovers in those last 2 possessions, so coach is probably going to talk to them a little bit.
Hewlett. Oh, Hewlett passes it off to Blackbird. She drives. Blackbird is fouled. Oh, excuse me, travel call. All right. Inbounds play, 5:30 left, second quarter. It is 18-15. Jaya down to James. James loses the handle. Breezy comes away with it, and it looks like James might have fouled her.
Yeah, one of those. You get the ball stolen, and then you kind of get mad and you go and slap the person right away. Those frustration fouls. I saw that happen maybe 2 or 3 times now so far in this game from both teams.
James has the seat. Number 10, Dean comes in. Looks like down low, Dean comes away with it. Full court. Good pick there as they try to get it to the other side. Blackbird knocks it out. So it'll be a Panthers ball with 5:12 left in the second quarter, 18-15.
I like the hustle.
Here we go. Murphy on over. Perimeter work. Panthers, top of the key. Dean. Little Bear's on her, and it looks like Little Bear got a little too close. First personal foul, Little Bear.
She's playing really good defense, though. She's not slapping at the ball. I think she's trying to stay in front of her girl.
18-15, Winnebago down. Panthers holding on to the lead, drives it. Dean pulls up for a shot, can't get it to go. Murphy cleans it on up. She gets the rebound. She can't get it to drop, so Vargas and Breezy get it. Blackbird on the other side of the court she goes.
There it is.
Vargas shoots a 3. Rebound by Hewlett. Little Bear shoots a 2. She shoots a 2.
A long 2.
Like a long 2, yeah.
One of her feet, her back foot was on the line. Nice shot by Marley.
All right, here we go. On over, Murphy, top of the key, Panthers looking around, they reset, 22 seconds left on a shot clock. Murphy decides to pass it on off. Vargas comes away with the ball, she passes to Blackbird, and looks like a foul called on the floor. Bodette.
A nice take, nice take all the way to the basket by Blackbird. It did appear that she was going up on that shot, but maybe it was on her gather step.
Kai comes into the game, the sophomore, number 14. Inbounds play, Vargas passes it back to Blackbird. She shoots, can't get it to go. Nice rebound there. Box out by Dean.
Out. Great boxing out right there. And you know, I didn't see a foul, but then she jumped up and swung for the ball, and the refs are going to call that one every time. You just got to try to discipline your players to when they're getting boxed out to work around it, step around it, do some kind of a swim move or something like that so you can get inside position.
All right, Dean. Oh, wow, that one stuck up there for a while. She can't get it to go. So she's gonna get another shot coming. 4:01 left in the second quarter, 18-17. Trying to put her team up by 2. Another shot coming at the free throw line. And that one doesn't get to go. So Panthers holding on to a 1-point lead. Blackbird drives. She gets it. Oh, looks like Jay got called on the foul. So number 5. Let's talk about Jolan a little bit. What you guys know about her? I looked at the stats, and she's the number 1 scorer.
Yeah, and she's coming off an injury. The last game they played at home, she had a sprained ankle. She had a little boot on her foot. So that was last week, and you can see that her ankles are both taped up tonight. And she's moving around pretty good, you know, but I know that that's probably something that's still kind of lingering around, you know.
All right, gets it to drop. So tie ball game. Here we go.
Once again. This is like the fourth tie ball game here.
Yeah, it definitely is a good game. Here we go. On the wing. Trap set. Winnebago Indians. And Blackbird got caught reaching in.
Yeah, that play was on the baseline right there. You know, there's always a great rule on the baseline. You know, get your foot on the line right there and you put your hands straight up and don't stop at the ball.
All right, Badette at the line. This is number 1. She's a twin. And that is Leah. Kendra is her sister. Gets it to go. 19-18. Second shot coming. And it's good. Nothing but net.
Yep,
all righty.
Shooting.
Breezy. Trapped by the Panthers. She drives it out. Little Bear. She tries to get it on the other side. She does. She sets it on up. Top of the key. Here comes Breezy. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Little Bear shoots a 3. She can't get it to go. Murphy comes away with the rebound. She drives, goes coast to coast, and she is fouled. Little Bear with another foul.
I think one thing the girls on both teams gotta realize too is like it's for the team. It'd probably be easier, like in transition like that, to have somebody stop right around half court to try to stop the ball from advancing and let the other girls kind of get back on defense and try to make sure they don't get all the way to the rack. You know, they didn't stop this girl from number 3 from going all the way to the basket where they could have a chance up at half court.
All right, Bailey Murphy.
Good shot.
One of their leading scorers. She was at the line, got it to go. Little Bear passes it off to Blackbird. In the middle is Breezy, and they bump heads. Dean and Breezy. Ooh, man. Hope they're okay.
So the rule on that play right there, you got to give the player that has the ball, that has possession of the ball, you got to give them a step and a half room to after they catch the ball. You got to give them a step and a half, and if you don't, then it's an automatic foul.
All right, Breezy, one of the seniors.
Oh, man.
She is going to maybe get some ice a little bit. Hope she's okay, but
she's smiling. She got a knot on her head right there. She's showing coach.
Yeah. 22-18. Panthers have the lead. At the floor, at the line, excuse me, is number 24, and that is Giselle Blackbird. She's a sophomore. Shoots it and can't get it to go. Checking in for the Panthers, number 4, that's McLean. 3:12 left here until the halftime. And Blackbird couldn't get anything, no points on that trip to the line. Here comes Murphy for the Panthers. Looks around, she decides to reset. Panthers are passing it on the perimeter, on over to the wing. They set their motion. Badette shoots a 2, can't get it to go. Blackbird's there for a rebound. Trap trying to come, they're trying to break it. Passes it on to her sister, down to Hewlett. Hewlett pulls it back on out. Blackbird, she drives down there and can't get it to go. Grabs her own rebound.
Good hustle.
Shoots a 3, and in and out it goes, but
there
her sister's down there, Blackbird and Snyder.
Yep. Those bunnies, they were right there. They had 2 shots at the basket right there, and then they just didn't drop.
All right, heading to the line is Jaya Snyder. Watch this young girl grow up, and it's good to see her. She's a senior, class of 2026. Good volleyball player. And not only that, I'll give him a shout out. Her dad and the crew and stuff, they own Snyder's Bar, which has the best, steaks, burgers?
The best burgers.
We'll have to put a poll out there, huh?
Has the best burgers in Nebraska. Hey, but I tell you what, that was Giselle Blackbird's third foul, Garen. And so the Coach Harlan has a quick sub in for her. Looks like Cleveland is in the game.
Snyder can't get it to go. Rebound by Vargas. Little Bear, she goes. 2:28 left in the second quarter. Little Bear tries to drive it. Snyder swipes at it. And it looks like she hits it out. So Panthers hit it out of bounds. Winnebago retain possession. They're going to call up their inbound play. So into inbound is Blackbird, and then Bass, Little Bear is going to have a seat. Bass comes into the game. Mills, and then also Kennedy, number 2 for Hewlett. Hewlett's going to have a seat. Inbound play, 2:21 left. Vargas back to Blackbird. Blackbird tries to get it to go air ball, and McLean is there, but looks like she might have touched the line. So Winnebago comes away with it.
And Winnebago fortunate enough to get that turnover and get the ball back. Ref called something over here.
Oh, reset the shot clock.
Reset
that's
the shot
right.
clock.
Yeah, that's pretty good there. All right, so Bass to inbound the play. Here we go. Everybody's set. There. Oh, Murphy, bad pass there. Looks like it was kicked by Murphy. Or Blackbird, number 5, gets called for the foul. That's her third foul. Looks like substitution's going to be coming. Number 10, Cleveland's going to be coming to the game. Murphy, number 3 for the Panthers at the line. 5 team fouls, so she'll shoot 2. First one is good. 23-18. Winnebago, what do they need to do? Seems like the momentum is going Panthers' way.
I would just stay steady. As far as the lead being at 5, it's just missed shots, but all the shots that they've taken have been good quality shots. So I would just stay steady and let's try to put the ball in the hole. Get to the free throw line, get an easy layup. A little bit more ball movement. I like when the Winnebago girls are just moving the ball side to side and passing to beat this press.
Nice work there by Little Bear to get it up. Here we go, and she's rewarded. Cleveland, 2 points. Nice dribble action by Little Bear with the assist to Cleveland. Here we go, Panthers on the wing, down low. They're gonna put up for a 3. Can't get it to go. McLean comes away with the rebound. Little Bear almost tries to get it. They're passing it. Jaya Snyder for a 3. Off the front iron. Murphy there to clean it on up. All right, 25. Panthers, 5-point lead. Little Bear. Pressure by the Panthers. Blackbird, she's right in the middle of the court. She pulls up for a shot, can't get it to go. Cleveland gets it to go. All right. Cleveland, last 4 points by Cleveland right there, huh?
Yeah, staying underneath the basket, just waiting for an opportunity. And great rebounding by Cleveland.
Minute 10 left. Hard defense by Winnebago Indians. Whistle blows. And another foul by Blackbird. That's her 4th foul, ladies and gentlemen. How huge is that?
That's huge.
Do you think with having kind of a tender ankle, did you guys ever play with the sprained ankle and stuff? How long does it take to get back on the...
Gotta at least take 3-4 weeks to get back to 100%, but that's without messing with it,
Yeah, I was just gonna say it probably depends upon the severity of it, but I think for the most part,
yeah,
you're in pain. You're in pain while you're out there playing too.
Ooh,
so
man, goodness. All right, here we go. 27-22. Panthers. They steal the ball. Murphy finishes it off. Inbounds and last touched by Kennedy. So Panthers hard defense being rewarded with some full court press here. Hewlett comes into the game. Kennedy's going to have a seat. Panthers did manage. McLean under a minute left in the second quarter. Badette, she does have it. McLean, she pulls up for a wide open 3 and gets it to drop. 32-22. Panthers up by 10. Little Bear. A lot of good defense there by the Panthers. Little Bear doesn't really square up. She puts up a shot though. McLean, she has it. She drives it. Open outlet pass to Murphy. Finishes it off. And the Panthers are running away with it here. Stover on over. J.S. Snyder's right there. Down low, Vargas. She throws a baseball pass down to Cleveland, who has the last 6 points. She's on a roll. 34-24, 5 seconds left. And a foul. Oh, excuse me. That was a travel. A lot of points right there, man. What's some back and forth action right there, huh?
Yeah. Winnebago, they just got to stay awake. That's all they got to do. It seems like when they get into a tough situation, that oh look.
Oh, Little Bear throws up there was a couple seconds left. So.
Halftime, baby.
Yep, for sure. All righty. So I just want to make sure that we're going to take a little break here. I'm going to talk to the crew, make sure everything's good to go. I'm not sure if there's a score clock in there or anything like that, but hey, you folks, appreciate you guys tuning in. We are the Big Voice Radio, and we'll be back here momentarily. KWTN 100.9 FM. We are live down in Bancroft-Rosalie, a game between Winnebago Indians, who are 6-6. I believe the Bancroft-Rosalie Panthers, they have a record of 13-5. Gentlemen, we were talking about, we got a little foul trouble here happening with the Winnebago Indians, and then the last 2 minutes, they kind of got discombobulated. It was good defense by the Panthers and stuff, but what'd you guys see in that first half?
I think for the Panther girls, I think they just kind of need to settle in and kind of wake up a little bit. And like we've said in previous games that the Winnebago girls played in, they're playing against some teams that have some experience. And the hardest thing to coach against is a team that knows how to play, that has chemistry, that's played so many games together. And I think for the Lady Panthers, once they settle in and once once they start, kind of getting their chemistry going and start, seeing the ball go through the net a couple times, then I think they'll start waking up and be able to put this game away. And for Winnebago, I think that's been the story all year, is the foul trouble situations and being disciplined. We've seen a few games in the past where they've done a great job of still being able to cause chaos and create turnovers, but they did it without fouling.
Yep.
And it's a hard thing to do, especially when your girls really get after it. And that's kind of their identity, the Winnebago girls, is they want to get after it. They want to put pressure on the ball. They want to create chaos. They want to create turnovers. And sometimes if you're not disciplined and you're overly aggressive, it does lead to fouls. So, I mean, for the most part, Winnebago girls are not out of this game, but I think that they need to continue to get easy buckets, and then they just need to continue to keep playing defense, because the hardest thing to do against experience is to make defensive stops and then convert it into points.
Yeah, what I noticed about that whole first half is when Bancroft puts on the pressure, they got a lot of steals, and they did not score every time they got a steal in that press, but they're keeping the pace, that their pace of the game, and not letting Winnebago get to the other half of the court to even try to get a shot off. But then when Winnebago does break the press, it just seems like there's no passing. It's just whoever's got the ball just kind of dribbles to the hoop and throws up a shot, and then there's no rebounders that are in position to get a second shot. So it's kind of like one and done. But I think that if Winnebago go back to sharing the basketball, whipping that ball around, the Panthers are playing in a zone, and if you have the ball over here in the corner and you make them play defense hard, and you do a quick reversal over, you might get an open shot on the other side. But you're not going to know that unless you try to pass the ball around. So I think that's probably maybe one of the main things that Winnebago needs to do offensively is try to get each other open shots. Set your team up for open shots, and ultimately that's what you try to do in a basketball game, is get open shots. And just to keep on attacking the basket. That's what I think.
Winnebago girls on the defensive side, as far as being in half court, they're doing a great job of having the Bancroft girls just settle for threes, and they're not bad shots. It's just I don't really think that's their strong suit, maybe, as far as just settling for threes. So kudos to the Winnebago girls in the half court defense, as far as making it tough for the BR girls to get the ball down low. I assume that's kind of what they want to do, is get the ball down to the bigs down low and be able to get some easy buckets. But Winnebago girls doing a great job there. But the refs are reffing this game, kind of tight. You got to move your feet. You got to be disciplined. And if I'm Coach Harlan in the half, I'm telling my girls, hey, we're not out of this game. There's a couple mental errors as far as turnovers that shouldn't be happening. But at the same time, we just need to go on a little run here. 2 stops, 4 points, cuts this game to 6, and we just got to chip away. Yep. But the BR girls, like I said, they're experienced. They know how to handle pressure. Their ball movement has been great. They've been doing a good job of breaking the press. It's just a good game up until this point right now.
All right, we got double action here this evening, and good shot there. We'd like to say what's up to our production crew. Sinya Harlan is giving us a good camera. She's behind the camera. We also have Jordana Delos in the house. We appreciate him. Jeremy Miller, Coach Q, Coach LaPointe, DJ Guaranteed, DJ Besame behind the 1s and 2s, and then also Kevin Evert, the multimedia coordinator, in the house here, folks.
Multitasker.
So, we got under 3 minutes left until we resume play. Let's see if those coaching techniques, I really appreciate you guys' expert in-depth analysis with your guys' play and then your coaching experience and stuff. That really brings a good insight. And even for the Panthers too, they'll take a look at this stream and they might, Coach Peters, kind of a chess match going on between both games. Now, there's a couple games that I want to talk about here before we get into the resuming play. Nebraska and Michigan. Who do you guys got tonight? Who do you think?
Man.
No, seriously, who do you think is going to win? I know you guys are fans.
I got Nebraska shocking the world tonight, y'all. I got Nebraska by
number 3.
By 2.
Number 3 and number 5.
Yeah, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be the biggest challenge of the season for Nebraska, being down a man. I think Brandon Frager's down. He's only a freshman, but he's huge for them. And I think Mass, their center, had an illness. I'm not too sure if he's playing, but I think for the most part, it comes down to strength of schedule. And I hate to say this about my Huskers, but I don't think we really played anybody yet. And Michigan, I think they got the #2 hardest schedule according to Ken Palm. So the spread was 10.5. So I'll just lean towards Michigan if I'm a betting man, which I am here every now and again. But still rooting for my Huskers. If they lose, they lose. They were 20-1. So you can't really go wrong.
Yeah, update in the chat here because I think tip-off is at 6. Is that right? Or okay, so they're probably playing right now. So we got them
offline.
Let us know.
We need the Wi-Fi code up here from Bancroft-Rosalie schools, so we can check that score and let the listeners in on what's up.
All right, and then we got a minute here. Super Bowl. You guys heard about that one, right?
Super Bowl.
So we're going to be talking about this during the other halftime if you guys want to join us for a chat and stuff. But the Patriots and the Seahawks, who you guys got?
Man.
Yeah, I'm going to lean to the Seahawks. I think they're just the better team overall as far as defense and
Sam
offense.
Darnold and the crew?
Yeah, I would usually bet against Sam Darnold, but I think he's been pretty consistent this playoffs, and they're just looking like a different team right now. And, sometimes they're just tough to beat. I mean, they're clicking on all cylinders. Rashid Shaheed could take one to the house at any time, and that's always hard to bounce back from. So I'm leaning that way.
Yeah,
their running back is pretty tough too. Ken Watt, he's a tough running back too. But I'm gonna have to lean with Seattle as well, because ever since the Supersonics left Seattle back in the day, I've been feeling sorry for them. So I want them to get all the hype.
Just so you guys know, we got 20 seconds left. I'm a Titans fan, and the ex-Titans coach, Mike Vrabel, is the Patriots coach and stuff, so I got to go with Patriots.
Cursed him.
Here we go.
Just cursed him.
All right, folks. So what's your end up of the prediction for this game here? Who's coming away with the win?
I'm Winnebago by 2.
All right.
I think the BR girls going to lean on their experience the second half. I think it was looking like the first half they were kind of having a hard time figuring it out and kind of settling for threes, but experience, that's always tough to compete against. And no disrespect to the Winnebago girls, but they're just really young.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to be razor sharp this whole second half, and as far as converting turnovers to points and taking care of the basketball.
Bring the hype.
Here we go. Double header. Make sure you folks enjoy these last 2 quarters, but join us as the boys are going to take the floor, and that is going to be another matchup. We didn't get to really talk about that, but we'll talk about that when that game hits the floor here. Here we go. Third quarter action. Winnebago Indians doing some offensive. Breezy is fouled by McLean. Breezy's going to head to the line. She does have a little red mark there. If you can get a close-up shot of Breezy, you know what I mean? But she's good to see her back out there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the headbutt earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. First shot up, and can't get it to go. Substitution. Snyder comes into the game. McLean's going to have a seat.
On a missed free throw like that, you could always blame that headbutt. Oh, man, I was a little woozy.
There you go.
There you go,
All
Breezy.
right, rebound, Murphy.
Come on, Breezy.
Little Bear,
step.
pressure by the Indians. Murphy breaks it. She gets it on the other side. Top of the key. Doing some perimeter work, back and forth.
Winnebago staying in that 2-3 zone right there.
Oh, James comes up. She can't get it to go. Rebound by Breezy. So Breezy, she was fouled, and she comes away with the rebound. So she's in the stat book. Trap coming by the Panthers. And Snyder got caught reaching in.
Breezy's drawn all the contact. You would think that they're out to get her now. Headbutt her, grab her arm.
Indians inbound the play. Little Bear. Last points were by Cleveland.
Oh, good
she's
defense.
on the floor. James comes away with the steal, and she's on a trouble. Breezy. Hewlett.
Yeah, good call, good call.
Was it Hewlett?
I believe it might have been 0. Yep.
Okay.
But that was a good way for them to stay with the ball without traveling. She almost drug her foot, so good fundamentals.
Here we go. Panthers passing it around down to Snyder. She tries to give it to James. James does get it, and she is fouled on the up. So Blackbird. All right, James did pretty good work earlier. She was at the line. I think she had a couple fouls. They took her out of the game. She's a freshman. And first shot is good. Vargas is going to come in for Blackbird, number 24. 35-24. James, and in and out it goes. Murphy's down there. She gets fouled on the take back. Or no, excuse me, that is Murphy, yeah.
Yep.
Hewlett called for the foul.
You know, a lot of times when a shooter makes their first free throw, then sometimes somebody that's lined up for the free throw, they think that it's going to be automatic for the next one, so they don't box. And I think that's what happened with Winnebago last time.
Oh.
Because there's 4 girls down there, and
Murphy
Bancroft still got the rebound.
Murphy is their leading scorer.
Nice.
37-24. Little Bear. Pressure by the Panthers. Vargas takes it to the wing. Down low. Breezy comes away with it. Cleveland can't get it to go. Rebound by James. And she is fouled. Wow, Winnebago's racking up the fouls here in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter.
And I think Garen, that situation down there, you miss a layup, and you just start, like, you want to get the ball back, you know?
Yeah.
And so you start grabbing at it, and then, they already got possession of the ball. Sometimes you just got to put your hands up.
Three-shot.
Nice.
And James is there for an offensive rebound. She gets the putback. Good for 2. Panthers. Little Bear. She's working with it. Drives it. Baseline. On over, and the whistle blows. Looks like a foul called on the Panthers.
Yeah, on the baseline, I believe she got pushed out of bounds just a little bit.
Kendra is called for the foul. Substitution. Lady Indians number 30 comes into the game.
Big Bear.
All righty, another substitution. Number 10 for the Panthers. They enter the game, and that is Dean. Little Bear. Inbounds plays. Vargas pulls up for a 3. She gets it to go. The senior for 3.
It's only a 12-point game, you guys.
39-27, 6:10 left here. Apologize, there's no score clock, so we'll try to keep announcing it. And
There you go.
In and out it goes. Oh, somehow loses the handle. I think these wood floors at times, they can be kind of slick.
Yeah, especially if somebody's sweating down there when they're lined up for a free throw.
So Panthers, inbound play. Calls it out. Oh, right there's Dean. Rebound play, and a big collision down there between Murphy and Cleveland.
Nice rebound, Oma Cleveland.
And Murphy is called for the foul. That's her first personal foul.
Man, you guys, there's only been 2 minutes off the clock in this third period, and it's 4-4 on fouls.
8 fouls already in the
2
game.
minutes.
Little Bear drives baseline, passes it over to Breezy. Breezy's trapped. Little Bear gets the possession. Vargas, she hits. Oh, she pulls back. Little Bear down low. Cleveland, Jaya picks her pocket and comes away with the ball. So Snyder, she hits it down to the wing. On over. James passes it on over to Bodette. She shoots a 3. Murphy's down there. She gets the putback and 2 points. Timeout called. All right, so Winnebago Indian fans a little quiet on this side.
Yeah, we are too. Nah, it's good. No, it is a good game, though, guys. It's a good game. It really shows, like Coach Chris was saying earlier, about Bancroft's experience. They're not like running away with the game, but you can tell that they're more under control on the offensive end, and they look like a little bit more organized on the defensive end. Winnebago actually was doing a really good job of passing the ball around, and I guess keeping it right around 15 or so like that is what I was hoping of this third quarter. And then you just got to chip away a little bit at a time, but continue on passing that ball around for open shots.
Here we go. 41 points put up by the Panthers. Winnebago down. They have 27 points. 5:23 left in the third quarter. Breezy. She drives it. Bodette's on her. Pressure coming. Panthers. Big Bear. She has it. She works it down low. Passes it off to Cleveland. Cleveland dribbles. Murphy comes away with a steal, and another foul is called. All right, looks like the Panther boys come up to do some looking on over here. What you know about the Panther boys?
I hear they're pretty decent. Bancroft-Rosalie's, I think they're in Class D2 this year. For their class, and they're maybe lost a couple games. I know they lost a real close game against Howells. It's like one of their rival teams. It's one of the teams that they play in the district to go to state. So that's always a good indicator at this part of the season.
Murphy at the line. She's 1-1 at the line. Good for a point there at the free throw. Charity stripe, they call it. All right, Little Bear. She works it on over to Vargas. Vargas hits the line. Oh, my goodness. Just a little crowded on the wing right there, so Panthers come away with that. And if you're Winnebago Indians, you don't want to give another possession to the Panthers.
No, not free ones.
4:53 left, 42-27. Panthers, perimeter work, back and forth. She pulls up for a three, can't get it to go. Rebound down there. Snyder almost has it. Little Bear comes away with it. She's on a fast break. Heads down to the wing. Breezy. She's going to take it to the top here. Looks like they're going to reset. 4:30 left. Trap there by the Panthers. Breezy looks for an outlet. And Snyder comes away with the ball. She hits Murphy. Murphy's on a fast break. And Little Bear gets called for the foul.
Well, Winnebago got back on defense quick.
Murphy comes away a little gingerly. She's kind of holding that wrist there. 4:19, 42-27. And Murphy can't get that one to go. Substitution, number 14 enters the game. James is going to have a seat for the Panthers. Callie Kai. See if she hits this one. Second shot, and no good. All right, so Vargas comes away with a hard rebound. Hits Little Bear. Little Bear drives. Brings it up, top of the key. She pops and blocked there by the Panthers. They come away with it. Last touched by the Panthers, so Winnebago Indians ball.
And she stepped on a line that time.
McLean comes in for Murphy. She has a seat. Blackbird comes back in. Little Bear's going to have a seat. Blackbird to inbounds. Vargas pulls up for a three. She can't get it to go. And last touch by the Indians.
Yeah, it looks like Oma Cleveland almost got it, diving out of bounds.
Vargas has a quick trigger on her three-point shot. Almost got it to go there. She hit that big one earlier. Here we go, Panthers, top of the key. On over, working their offense. 3:50 left, third quarter, 42-27. Still working on that perimeter. Indians in that defense. Snyder, she drives, gets it down. McLean passes it on out to her teammates. Can't get it to go. Rebound by. They both hit the deck there. Jump ball called. Possession arrow belongs to the Panthers.
I think Winnebago did a really decent job that time on boxing out, but once they had the box out, nobody actually went for the ball.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Inbound play. McLean. She passes it on off. Dean. She drives. Puts up a shot, and she's fouled. I'm not sure if it was on Vargas or Big Bear. Looks like it was on Big Bear. All right, to the line is number 10, Dean. She is a junior, and they've been going to the line quite often here tonight. Winnebago does have a lot of fouls, so
yeah.
After 5 fouls, let them know what happens.
You get automatic 2 shots, you know. And then one thing I was thinking too, G, is a lot of these fouls are unnecessary fouls, so they're going to send them to the line really just for free shots.
Here we go, Breezy. See if she can get her team in. She pulls up for a 2. Can't get it to go. Fast break by the Panthers. Number 14, Breezy tries to stop it. Vargas comes away with it. She's in trouble. Vargas, outlet pass. Blackbird, oh. Out it goes, Winnebago Indians, so Panthers are gonna have possession. 3 minutes and ticking. Winnebago Indians need to get some stops here and get some points on the board to get back into this game. Panthers setting up their offense. They're running with it, not in a rush to score or anything. Shot, oh, big shot there by Dean.
Yeah. When you're taking your time, when you're passing the ball around and actually looking for an open shooter, good things can happen.
Blackbird shoots a 3 and she gets it to drop. Trying to spark some life back into the Indians. She's ready. She implores her team. Let's play some defense. Here we go. Panthers on over. McLean shoots a 3. A little too tough there. Rebound by Blackbird. Looks like Indians are going to set it on up. Here we go. Pick by Breezy. Blackbird, she puts up a shot. Can't get it to go. McLean with the rebound. She's looking for an outlet, and last touched by, she drives it out. So, Winnebago Indians have a big possession here.
Yeah, deja vu. That same play happened probably about 3 possessions ago.
Vargas.
Stepping out of the line.
Breezy is the top of the key. Gets it down to Big Bear. She throws it away. Panthers come away with the steal. 150 left. Snyder on over to Badette. Top of the key. Dean shoots a 2. Oh, man. Air ball. A little rushed on that shot there. Coach Peters. Substitution. Looks like Kendra comes into the game for the Panthers. Hewlett's going to be coming in for the Lady Indians. And James in for Snyder. 46-30. Blackbird. She launched that 3 and she hit it. Pass it on over to Hewlett. Hewlett back on over to Breezy. Back to Blackbird. Oh, she's blocked by James. James comes away with it. Back to the Panthers. They told the line. Oh, Kendra tries to get it. And looks like a foul called on Blackbird. She's done for the evening. That's her 5th foul. To the line, number 2, Kendra, one of the twins. 123, 46-30. Panthers up by 16 points. At this point, what do you guys?
You know, myself, 16 points is still not that much. You know, it's still the 3rd quarter right now, and a lot of basketball can happen in just a few minutes. You know, Winnebago the other night, the Lady Indians scored 35 points in the 2nd quarter at a game at home. So I know that they're capable of doing that. It's just they got to try to get something together.
Little Bear throws it away. James comes away with it. Bodette, fast break. She puts it on up and gets it to go roll in. 48-30. Panthers still in that full court. Breezy, she loses it. Back and forth, and Panthers can't get it to go. So Breezy relieved a little bit.
Yeah. Kind of saved them on that possession right there. Hopefully Winnebago can capitalize on one of these possessions here.
McLean has a seat, and Murphy comes back in. Murphy, one of their top scorers for the Lady Panthers. Looks like we got a timeout called here. And live action in Bancroft-Rosalie. Coming to the floor after this game is the number 4 ranked Panthers, the boys. And what is the Winnebago Indians? They're no slouch in the rankings too. I believe they're ranked number 15, 13?
They were 13 in power points last week. And then we had we beat Ponca since then. And then we didn't have a game on Friday. So those rankings usually come out on Tuesdays in the Lincoln Journal. If I had Wi-Fi in here, I could look that up right there. But last week we were ranked 13th in power points, and so you know, with Winnebago holding a 10-2 record, that possibility of being in the top 10 isn't so far down the road. But I know that Winnebago's not really worried about rankings or anything right now. They're just worried about how they're playing ball. And right now, Winnebago's playing some really good basketball.
Yeah, and I would say for the Bancroft-Rosalie boys, they play against quality opponents on a nightly basis. I mean, kudos to them for playing against teams and not being afraid to play anybody at any time. And I think that's kind of a benefit to them is that they play against quality teams night in and night out, and in a game where, you know, Winnebago is playing their best basketball right now. But I think the way that BR is and consistently playing against good quality teams, we'll have ourselves a ball game next game.
Yep.
Let's talk about this team here, the Lady Panthers. What do you foresee in that crystal ball for their future here? Coach Peters doing a good. They play some hard defense, and Murphy and the crew there, they're scoring a lot and stuff. Do you think they're going to make a run?
To me, I think maybe this second half it kind of picked up a little bit with them. Score doesn't really show that what I'm saying, but in the first half they kind of started off slow. But you can tell that they're a good coach team.
Murphy comes away with it. Here we go, 35 seconds. Murphy, Vargas tries to get it. They reset, 20 seconds left on the shot clock here, so no time or no hurry to score. Murphy Little Bear trying to do everything to get the ball. Down to James, back up top of the key. Bodette on over to Murphy. She squares up for a three, and it rolls out. So Winnebago Indians come away with it, maybe. Yes, they do. Little Bear, 5 seconds left. See what she does. Little Bear, 2 defenders on her. She hits the deck, and the whistle blows. She lose the ball? I didn't see it.
Yeah, she. I think the girl slapped at the ball, ball dropped down, and then Marley went to the floor, and she picked up the ball. Her feet came off the ground, so it's automatic travel on that.
Gotcha. All right, 18 points. Are we going to see the biggest comeback in Winnebago's history? No, I don't know.
That's what I think. That's what I think. I always got to have faith. I always got to have faith. And I think that Winnebago, I really do think that when I'm not just joking, but I think Winnebago does have the athletes and the personnel to make a really good comeback. But you need to get them out there. You need to get them out there and get them a chance and see what some of these younger girls can do. And maybe this fourth quarter, Bancroft will take the press off. But then I don't know. Maybe this is a bragging rights game or something. But I do think Winnebago has the personnel to get back into this ball game.
Eugene and the crew was up there, but as a coach, you want to see maximum effort through 4 quarters of play. And I think that maybe coach over here for the Indians is probably employing the team to let's finish out strong, let's get some momentum, let's do this.
Absolutely. And I think for the BR girls too, you're seeing the experience, but one thing that's noticeable to me is that they do all the little things well as far as boxing out, whether it's on offensive side or defensive side. They're always in the right position. They're making strong passes. They're finding each other. They're moving the ball. And that's all a credit to experience and just playing a lot of games together. I think we've seen it with the Omaha Nation girls too. That chemistry that you have, sometimes that's your biggest advantage. So I do anticipate in the long term that these BR girls can make a run, because Coach Peterson's biggest advantage is that he's got these girls that are all experienced and all know how to play. And I imagine they all played in meaningful games, so I could definitely see them making a run.
Definitely. Right on cue, they make mention, and the Winnebago Indians have a turnover. Unfortunately, Panthers didn't award any points on that one. Blackbird has the ball. She shoots it on over to Hewlett, who shoots a 3. Rebound by Vargas, can't get it to go. Little Bear is there. She can't get it to go. Vargas and Murphy hit the floor.
It's a jump ball.
And another thing that I want to kind of say too is that for the Winnebago girls, the skill is there, the talent is there, the players are there. It's just the little things. And with Bancroft, you see these girls, they do all the little things as far as boxing out, rebounding, getting to where they need to be, playing as a team, playing with discipline, and that's a crucial part of the game of basketball and winning basketball.
Inbounds play, full court press here by the Lady Indians. Cleveland. Bodette, she pushes it on up, gets it on to the other side. Here we go, top of the key. They're working with it. Perimeter game's working, dribbling around on the three-point line. McLean, she drives down low. She takes a shot, she gets it right past Blackbird. And Vargas, a little mental error there, but nonetheless, so Panthers are gonna come away with another possession. Inbound play, 7:05 left, and They run it to perfection. Murphy puts up 2. 52-30. Little Bear, top of the key. And Blackbird on over to Vargas for 3. Air ball. James rebounds. She hits the outlet pass. Fast break. Murphy. Oh. I like it. It's you see that selfish play, unselfish play right there. Bodette, she passed it to her teammate, and the teammate comes away with a foul, and she heads to the line to try to put up 2 more points.
I think it's safe to say that the BR girls woke up now, so
Yep.
they're playing how they wanted to play all game.
It looks like the 4th foul on Little Bear as well.
Oh, that's huge. So we looked up like AI and we did the stats and all this and that. Winnebago was slated, they'd get off to a fast start in that first quarter. You make a mention that Bancroft, they do pick up in the second half. And another cleanup play there by McLean. So that one right there puts them up 55-30. All right, Little Bear, she's working with it. Passes it down to Blackbird. She works. Passes it off to Vargas. She squares up for 2, uses the glass. Vargas, good for 2.
Nice little pull-up from the midi.
Down low, Murphy works at it. James is there. Bodette, she pulls it up for a 2. Little Bear comes away with a rebound. 6:10 left in the 4th quarter, 55-32. Little Bear still playing hard. McLean comes away with it. Murphy, Panthers on a fast break, and they can't retain the possession. Out it goes. Substitutions are coming for the Indians. Cassidy Bass, number 34, and then also Breezy into this game. For the Panthers, Snyder and Dean come back into the game.
So hoping that Snyder's is still open tonight after the second game. Need to get over to get that Snyder burger and some fries before I go home.
All right, let's go. Here we go. Blackbird on over to Little Bear. She throws it away. Bodette, fast break. Breezy trying to stop it. And completes the end one. She heads to the line.
And I want to give some credit to the Winnebago girls in the sense of from the start of the season to the end of the season, they're playing against quality teams almost every game. And for them to continue to play, continue to not give up, I mean, I applaud them for that. Because it is, these teams that they're playing, there aren't easy wins, and they're not, teams that just really out here just not knowing what they're doing. They're playing some really good, experienced teams.
Oh, man, Winnebago Indians come away with it, and they give it back to the Panthers. Dean drives up. She pulls up for 2. Winnebago Indians, Cleveland. 5:17 left, 57-32. Winnebago Indians down. Breezy trying to get some offensive possessions here. Come away with some points. Blackbird tries to do some good work, and she can't get it to go. So Panthers, Snyder drives.
Good pass.
Back to Little Bear. So here we go. Little Bear looks it on over. Decides to dribble and pass it off to Bass. Back to Little Bear. Little Bear pulls up for a 3. Air ball. J.S. Snyder comes away with the rebound. Bodette, she drives and hits the deck. Hard foul there by Blackbird. And that she is done as well. So her sister fouled out early in the 3rd quarter, and she's done for the day. Blackbird sisters, though, do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
You get the majority of your rebounds from those sisters, and then a lot of hustle plays.
Big Bear comes in, as well as number 22 for the Lady Indians. Bodette completes the free throw shot. 58-32, 4:35 left. Gets it to go. McLean comes in for Bodette. Cassidy Bass is going to run point here. Panthers take off that full court press. She drives over to the wing. Almost turns it on over, but retains it. looks for somebody. Little Bear comes on up. She grabs it. Winnebago Indians in no rush. Big Bear. Oh, nice work there, and foul called by Big Bear. Like the effort.
Yeah, good post-up move right there. And a good pass by Little Bear to find her underneath the basket and get in position.
All right, so McLean, I believe, with that foul, and she has 4 fouls for tonight. Big Bear can't get that one to go. Left-handed shooter. And can't get that one to go as well. All righty. Panthers, Bodette, she's working with it. Down low. Oh, can't get that one to go. So Breezy comes away with the rebound. She's on a fast break. Panthers look to stop it. And Breezy off her foot. Out of bounds, last touched. Winnebago. Substitution, James, the freshman, comes into the game for the Panthers. It was just last year we were down here when Panthers made a run for state. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
McLean puts up a 3, can't get it to go. Nice rebound there by Big Bear. 3:42 left in the fourth quarter. Little Bear, 59-32. Bass puts up a 3 off the front iron. And looks like last touched by the Panthers. So Little Bear to inbound the play here. 59-32. Coach Harlan trying to make this game here. Trying to get their team back in it. Looking for some momentum for the next game for sure. Breezy. Oh, hard foul there by, I believe, Snyder.
Breezy's going to be sore tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm just going to say that.
She's going to be sore tomorrow. What happened?
Little Bear, top of the key. Drives. Tries to put up a 2. Foul called on Bodette. Little Bear going to head to the line. So Little Bear, like you mentioned, this is a young team, right? And the Winnebago Indians, seen a lot of good things by Little Bear. They got a lot of momentum heading into the off season and stuff. They're not done with the season this year yet, but I've seen a lot of good things. Marley, she had a lot of steals one game when we called her, and she puts up a lot of points. Unfortunately, she didn't hit that one, but got that one to go. All right, 33 points put up by the Lady Indians so far. And they have 3:15 left. Put up some more. McLean down to James. James is fouled by number 22, Cleveland.
It looks like the gym's pretty packed over here on the visitors' side. Looking over at the home side, just as packed. There's a couple places to sit down. Out in the parking lot, though, I had a hard time trying to find a parking spot.
Wasn't that walk treacherous, you know? I mean,
yeah.
Good thing I layered up with some. I had to wear my Nebraska shirt here this evening. If anybody has an update on the score, let us know.
Or just get us the Wi-Fi password. I'm going to have to step outside in between games and go check it.
Yeah, just so you guys know, for the Bancroft Panthers fans that are tuning in, we'll shut this stream down, but just go to the big voice. Make sure you hit subscribe or notify when we come back on up for the boys game. We'll probably hit it about 5 minutes left in warm-ups and talk about some of the boys action. There's a double header here this evening. We are live down in Bancroft-Rosalie, home of the Panthers. Lady Panthers doing some good work. Winnebago Indians still working with it. And Big Bear hits a 2-pointers, 59-35. All righty, James comes away with some points. The freshman heads on back. Little Bear on the wing, top of the key, Bass. Breezy puts up a 2. Can't get it to go, and out it goes. McLean finally comes away with it. James on a fast break decides to reset. McLean, she drives around. She's going to hit top of the key. 2:10 left, 61-35. Panthers still have the ball. Oh, Jaya, dangerous pass, hits it on over to McLean for a 3. Oh, nothing but net. 64-35. Panthers still got the pedal to the metal here. Breezy on over to Bass. She hits a big swing pass to Little Bear, who was on the wing. She pulls up for a 2, got it to drop. That was a nice looking shot.
Yep.
Nice little bunny shot right there. All right. Panthers, no rush. Looking at the clock here. James comes away with it. Can't get it to go. Here comes Cassidy Bass. 1:20 left.
Pull.
Decides to pull it down. Big Bear shoots from the top of the key. Oh, she drives in. Looks like she's going to head to the charity stripe. Free throw line. Some shots coming.
Yeah, that's a good way to follow your shot.
64-37, 1 minute and 12 seconds. Big Bear, the left-handed shooter. Can't get that one to go. Number 10 for Bancroft comes into the game, Dean. All right, Big Bear. Can't get it to go. McLean comes away with it. Oh, McLean, she's in trouble. And jump ball called. Possession arrow belongs to Winnebago.
One thing I really admire about the Winnebago girls is just how they cheer for each other and clap for each other. And, no matter if they're up or down, their energy is always good. So I really admire that about them.
Little Bear pulls up for a 3. In rattles around. She comes away with the rebound. Tries to put up another shot. Panthers come away with it. Little Bear still firing. Turnover by the Panthers. So Winnebago Indians, what would you probably say going to the first practice? What do you want to tell your team?
Oh man, my first practice, I would bring this film.
Yeah.
I'd have everybody watch it, and just try to nitpick. As a coach, you do got to criticize your own team.
Mm-hmm.
You also got to take, I guess, responsibility as a coach too. Like, you're gonna have to maybe work a little bit harder on certain things in practice.
So about 30 seconds left. We'll look for, might as well do player of the game and stuff. Who do you got for both teams? Myself, I'm going to go with the defense of the Panthers. They did an awesome job with that full court press. Really did some good work for their team and put a little frustration on the Winnebago Indians. So my player of the game is the Panther defense. How about you guys?
I'll probably go with something similar to that, but I'll probably go with the number 52, J.S. Snyder.
Okay. Just want a burger, right?
Just trying to get a discounted Snyder burger over there.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you on that, Garen, as far as just a total team effort. I mean, I think, like I said, the first half, I think the girls from BR were kind of just settling and kind of, I want to say underestimating, but kind of didn't look like they were just, like, their energy wasn't there as far as wanting to compete to win, and huge second half for them as far as coming out, locking in on defense, and once they get up and start getting up and down, that ball movement and the way that those girls can find the open person, it's a beauty to watch.
So they have the warm-ups resilience, and the Lady Indians are definitely resilient. They played a good, hard-fought game. They did have a couple players foul out, but nonetheless, they all came away with some good things, and they got some good film to work on. And improvements around this season is key. So congratulations to the Lady Panthers, who tonight's winners. They come up big time. And we're going to be cutting this stream down. If there's anything that you want to say to the Panther fans or the Lady Indians, now's the time, gentlemen.
Well, I just am excited about this matchup tonight. Both teams doing really well this season. This isn't really a rivalry game, but it is a game that happens every year, and it seems like Bancroft always has a good team. Winnebago always has a good team, and it's always a fight to the end.
Yeah, and I would just kind of want to, go back to the girls' game here, but for the Winnebago girls, I think, that they're improving, and their record it's not bad. It's actually a pretty good record considering who they play. But I think if I'm the Coach Harlan, I know what kind of team we are. Our identity for the most part is we want to play defense. We want to convert turnovers to points. But at the same time, having a system in place as far as the offensive side of the ball, it makes it so much easier for players to understand what they need to do when they're on the floor. And I know she does a great job of getting multiple girls in the game and utilizing, her deep bench. But at the same time, there's a saying amongst coaches is how you do anything is how you do everything. And I think for me, a part of what needs to go into the culture is discipline.
Yeah.
And it's on both sides of the floor because there's turnovers that are totally preventable. And for me, one of the biggest things for the Winnebago girls is they don't fight to get open on offense. They're not in a sense of if someone's playing tight defense on them, really fighting to get away. So I would like for them to embrace that a little bit more. And throughout the season, there is going to be, a lot of ups and a lot of downs and stuff like that. But really having that identity, really having discipline involved in your culture, it can really go a long way as far as building this team for not just this year, but into the next couple of years. Because that group of girls is young, but they can all play ball.
All righty, folks. We are KWTN 100.9, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe, the Big Voice Radio. So you folks join us for the boys game. We'll be back on the air here in about 15 minutes.